Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com. Today we are discussing probability and impact metrics. This topic is important. In fact, this topic comes from a very important knowledge area, which is risk management knowledge area. This knowledge area is important not just from your PMP exam point of view, but also from your real life projects. Now, if you're into reading articles rather than watching videos, and if you would rather read an article about this topic, then first link in the description is going to take you to a relevant article on this topic over at our official website pmclounge.com, so check that out. Also, second link in the description, extremely important, because that is a playlist of every single video that we have done on risk management knowledge area. So two important links, check them out. Let's get started. So this topic is a part of the qualitative risk analysis process, the perform qualitative risk analysis process. This is something that we have already discussed. That's why I said second link in the description, the entire playlist that is going to contain the video for perform qualitative risk analysis process. So probability and impact matrix, this of course is a topic within qualitative risk analysis process. This is actually one of the tools and techniques of this process. Now, this matrix is basically a table where all the risks are plotted out according to the corresponding values assigned by the team. So there are some values that are assigned to every single risk by the project team, and this table basically plots out all those risks based on these values. What am I talking about? Are you confused? These values are nothing but the values of probability and impact. So you can create a probability and impact matrix for your own project in three simple steps. Let's look at those three steps, and trust me, you will not have to read about this topic ever again. All right, so step number one is, for each risk, the team will assign a value for both probability as well as impact. So where will you find all the risks, by the way? You will find them in the risk register. So you check your risk register out. For every single risk, your project team is going to assign a value. This value is actually a number for both the probability of the risk occurring as well as the impact if the risk actually materializes or actually occurs. This value is typically less than 1. So that's step number one. Check your risk register out and assign a value of probability and impact for every single risk. Okay, before we go to step number two, let me remind you, if you're looking for a starter session on project management, check out this link, pmclounge.com/pm101, a 1.5 hour free session, your gateway into the world of project management. Okay, let's get back to the three steps. How does this work? Step number two, once you're done with step one, the data can be arranged in a tabular format, and I'll show you the table on this slide. Now, multiplying the two, remember in step one, you gave the values of probability and impact for every single risk. So you need to multiply probability and impact, which will give you the final weight of every risk. So this is how the tabular format is going to look like. This is how the table is going to look like. These are all the risks that you have identified as part of your project. Training gap, missing the coding milestone due to scope change, extending test coverage due to quality issues, which will ultimately require more team resources, even physical resources, schedule impact due to year-end holidays, procurement delays. So these are some of the risks that you have identified as part of your project. These are the value of probability that your project team has assigned to all these risks. And these are the value of the impact that your project team has assigned to every single risk. P into I is going to give you the weight of the risk. And these are the final values of every single risk. So as you can see, the highest 0.35, the highest weight is for the last risk, which is procurement delays. Now let's go to step number 3 so that we can make sense of all this. All right, so let's move on to step 3, and you don't really have to do much in this step. All you need to do is you need to use the weight of the risks that you have already calculated in step 2, the probability into impact, and you need to see where these risks lie in the probability and impact matrix. So let me show you the matrix. Here it is. You've got probability on this axis, so these are the values of probability. You've got impact on this axis, and these are the values of impact. So all you're doing is for rest of the values, you are multiplying the two, probability into impact. 0.1 into 0.1 gives you 0.01. 0.3 into 0.1 gives you 0.03, and so on and so forth. Now, it should be self-explanatory here that risks with higher weight, 0.63, 0.81, 0.63, if you have risks in this area, they should basically get your attention. These are the ones that your project team need to focus on. These are the ones that are extremely important. They may not be urgent, but they are very, very important. Whereas if you see risks that are that basically lie in the lighter portion of the matrix, 0.5, 0.05, 0.09, 0.05. These are the risks that your team need not spend much efforts on because the probability is relatively low. The impact, even if the risk materializes, is relatively low. So your team need not spend enormous efforts thinking about risks that lie in this area. Whereas, like I said earlier, risks that lie higher up, they are the ones your project team should be focusing on. So this is how the probability and impact matrix is going to tell you which are the risks that you and your team should be working on and should be planning for. Okay, question for this video. What risks do you commonly see in your probability and impact matrix? So when you're creating the P&I matrix, which are the risks that you commonly see occurring in every single project? Looking forward to your answers. Let me know in the comments. And that's all that we had in this video. I hope I was able to do justice and explain this concept to you. Smash that like button if you got value out of this video. It helps us stay motivated and create more free content for you. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever we upload new videos. And don't forget to check out the website pmclounge.com, your #1 free PMP resource. Thank you.